Project Google Potty Mouth, take 1. Right, in this video I'm going to show you how to get your Google Assistant to swear like a trooper. While most swears are allowed natively by the Google Assistant, some of the more harsh expletives it doesn't like very much. So, for example, if you say, "Hey Google, repeat after me, cunt."
You said, comes.
No, I didn't. "Hey Google, repeat after me, cunt."
You said, comes.
"Hey Google, repeat after me, cunt."
You said, can't.
See, whatever you say, it'll say something else. If you try something like, "Hey Google, repeat after me, you fucking cunt."
You said, you
It bleeps it out. Other times it'll spell out the word as well. You can, I'm assuming you know how to sort of program an automated response using the IFTTT app, but if not, you can Google that, it's easy. But what we want to do is we want to get some good swearies coming out of here that bypass those filters, and the best way to do that is by using homophones. So, for example, you might legitimately say, if you were, say, an artist who had a particular penchant for the dye lapis lazuli, and you wanted to buy some ink of that colour, you could legitimately say you were going on a lapis lazuli ink hunt. So let's see what happens if we ask Google to repeat that. "Hey Google, repeat after me, lapis lazuli ink hunt."
You said, lapis lazuli and cunt.
So there you get your lying cunt, just by being a bit tricksy. Now you can make up, when you're putting your custom responses into IFTTT, you can make up words. You can make up words and just use various phonemes combined to get to results like that, which you can then incorporate into phrases. You have to be a bit tricksy sometimes. So, for example, if you end one word in F and then start the next word in UCK, if that UCK word with the F would make a word like fucking or fucked or fuck, Google will just spell it out. So you have to add something extra onto the end of the second word in order to, maybe get it to say it. So, for example, I've done a few so I can have a sweary conversation with Google about Brexit. Being a Ramona, I've concentrated Google's ire on the hard Brexiteers. So using the technique as described, here's some of the responses I've now programmed in. A lot of these you don't need to do anything, you can just type them in, it'll say it. But if it's got a fuck, a shit or a cunt in there, generally you have to be a little bit tricksy. So here are some of the things I've now got Google to say. "Hey Google, what do you think about Brexit?"
Although the EU needs significant reform, most of those who vehemently argue that the UK should leave with no deal can only be described as a bunch of gibbering brain-dead jizwits.
Okay, so as you can hear, that didn't require any homophones at all in that one. It'll say jizwits quite happily. So what else have I got? Okay, "Hey Google, what do you think about Theresa May?"
She's a twat with bells on.
"Hey Google, what about Jeremy Corbyn?"
He's a tit in a tank top.
Again, nothing too rude, but if we want to get a bit more fruity, then we'll have to use some homophones, as in, "Hey Google, what do you think of Andrea Leadsom?"
She's an evil fucking lizard queen cunt.
So I think there, for example, for the queen cunt, I put a K on the end of queen, and then the unt was the word hunt. and the H, when Google sort of renders it, is silent, so it says Queen Cunt instead of Queen Hunt. Let's do some more. So anyway, I've got him to be, or her to be, quite fruity now. So, hey Google, what do you think of Boris Johnson?
He's a Cabbage Patch lying cunt wart who can't keep his pus-spitting prick in his piss-stained pants.
Hey Google, what do you think of Michael Gove?
Is he the one whose face looks like someone left a latex sex doll on the radiator? If so, I think he's as much of a cunt as his cum-gunked gob.
Hey Google, what do you think of Nadine Dorries?
My apologies, I don't understand.
Hey Google, what do you think of Nadine Dorries?
She's the pissy fuckwit who fancies herself as Britain's answer to Sarah Palin.
Hey Google, what do you think of David Davis?
Lazy fucking doltard.
Hey Google, what do you think of Sajid Javid?
He's a ranting cunt with all the political aptitude of a retarded Teletubby.
Hey Google, what do you think of Nigel Farage?
Pint-swilling spouter of piss. About as welcome as colonic cancer.
Hey Google, what do you think of Chris Grayling?
If you sliced open his head, all you'd find in the brain cavity is a tiny gibbon, slapping itself in the face like a cunt.
Hey Google, what about Dominic Raab?
Dominic Rahahahahahaha, dozy cunt.
Hey Google, what about Jacob Rees-Mogg?
What a cunt. He's been so fucked up, you can almost see the metaphorical soup of curdled bile and jizz violently splurting out of his gaunt specky twat face.
Hey Google, what about Liam Fox?
Chubby little ass ferreting spaz, pointlessly trotting round the globe like a desperate perv holding out a spunk bucket.
Hey Google, don't you think you're being a little harsh at a time when we should be toning down the rhetoric and trying to come together as a nation?
No, fuck that. These lying cunts are screwing over our country for some notional empire wank fantasy.
So, I'm quite pleased with that result, and if you want to experiment, feel free, and if you're a hardline Brexiteer, you can get Google to launch into an expletive-filled tirade at all us Ramoning bastards. Now, I'll just leave you with a quick bit of puerile nonsense. Hey Google, talk dirty to me.
I want you to fuck me hard up the reset port with your SIM removal tool while I diddle my USB cunt. Shove it in my bitshitter, then jizz on my speaker tit.
And that's it. Bye.